Hey, good morning. You'll need your ball, your bands, a block, and your weights. So let's start by sitting on our chair, feet forward, flat on the floor. Just settle into your chair with your glutes. And then as we take our first breath, start from the base of your pelvis into the belly. You can lift your arms as you choose, expanding the lungs, inhaling up overhead, pausing at the top just for a second, and exhaling. Just trying to slow that breath down. And again, belly, lungs, the base of the pelvis all the way up, slowing the breath. And you can do this at your own pace, about 3 to 4 breaths. Until we feel we're grounded and in this space. As you finish, just take another deep cleansing breath. Let's put our hands out in front of us, fingers touching, and let's make an X. Feel those shoulder blades expand, coming closer to the spine, moving different planes of our body. So releasing some of that fascia, I'm going to go up and I'm going to go down. And then I'm going to go in a circle. So listen to your shoulders. If you can only come shoulder height because of some injury or impediment, that's okay. And then go backwards using your pinky to draw through the air. Good. Nice deep breathing. Good. Come to center. We're going to open up. Look to your left. Come back to center. Open up. Look to your right. Holding. Come back to center. Let's do our figure 8 sideways. Getting that core engaged. Remembering to connect with your breath. Maybe your toes press into the ground. Good. And then we're going to go X with both hands again. We're going to come to center and we're going to go up this way and down. So feel the difference in what that does to your shoulders. Come to center, go up. Good. Now let's start our big 6 lymphatic. So we can start by tapping at the clavicles or massaging, whatever feels good to you today. If you need a little more energy, sometimes just the light tapping helps. So we're opening up the terminus of the lymphatic system where it drains. Good. Come behind your ears, gentle fingertips, not very much pressure, and little circles. And then draw those fingertips down to the clavicle. Do that about 4 to 5 times. Just gentleness, not hard pressure, because this is where your carotids are. Draining those lymphatics. We'll go to our sinuses in a minute. Again, opening up. You can take your finger like I'm doing on either side of that ear as you make your circles. See how I'm doing that with the ring finger. Okay, and then little tap, tap, taps on the sinus cheekbone to the outside. That's where it drains. And then little fingertips in between our eyebrows and out. Our nice little smiley lines. Sinuses are still up in this area. And then down the jaw to the clavicle. A couple times, just drawing that down. And then under the arm, you can go a little deeper here. Kind of massaging those lymph nodes and then tap, tap, tap down the side or just drawing down the side in one nice line. Getting our energy going, getting any fog in our brain, boosting our immune system. And other side. Good. Belly, you can go circles here or you can go side to side. So whatever feels good, you can lean back in your chair and just allow your digestion to release, getting into those organs as we go round and round. And I'm pressing pretty hard here, getting deep. These are deep lymphatics. We have about 400 of them in this area. Good. And then we're going to go to the inguinal area, right where the legs meet the pelvis. And you can bring your legs up if you want. Just gentle pressure here. They're very superficial here. So if you have edema, any swelling in the legs, this is really good for that. Opening that up and then come behind the knee, our popliteal area, and my feet are going up and down. You don't have to, you can just massage behind there. And then we're going to do our paintbrush hands in just a second before we do our rebounding. So make a paintbrush out of your fingertips, gentleness. I'm going all the way from the base of the ankle up. And I feel a tingly there. And then the right side. Good. Then we're going to get ready to stand and do our rebounding. So our rebounding is basically just moving around in all different planes. You can twist, you can go side to side, you can lift your legs. You don't have to make it fancy, just movement for about a minute. Fancy dance with your partner, or if nobody's in the room, your imaginary friend. It also gets us warm. It's nice and cool in this room. Thank you very much. So it should feel good. Listen to your body. Notice where you feel the tension, and let's come back and sit. Good. Ball or weights? Wait. We're going to start with our weights. Okay, we're going to do our Berkeley breaststroke at first. So I have weights. If you haven't used them, don't worry. You can still do these exercises isometrically. I'm going to reach out, pull back without arching my back. Nice long spine, drawing those shoulder blades closer to the spine as we whiz through the water. So stretching out, protraction, retraction of our shoulder blades. More time. Let's do our V ups. So we're gonna elbows at side and come up into a V, allowing that elbow to draw a line. If you had a Sharpie, you'd make a straight line from the elbow to your side. Remember to connect with your breath. One more time. Good. Let's go right into our Arnold, where we put hands down to the side, bring them up, palms turn out and up. When you get halfway, your palms face each other. Push. And then controlled swinging as you go down. Good. Feel your core, connect to your breath. Feel it in the shoulder, you feel it in your biceps and triceps. Good. Let's cross the weights. You can use this time to roll out those shoulders, and the weights are going to go over our head, elbows at ears, long spine again, and drop behind that head. So always we are aware of our head position. We want nice long spines. When we walk, we don't want that forward head position. That's what we've been working toward, is nice, long, strong spine, strong core. Good. One more time. Good. Let's do our suitcase. So out into our T, and we're going to press together. So feel those pectoralis muscles contracting. What do your shoulders feel like? Away from the spine, toward the spine. You should feel this in your upper core, stabilizing. Remember to connect to that breath. If you need to slow it down, that's perfectly okay. One more time. Good. Roll out those shoulders. Let's do our punching. So this one is very controlled. We're going to punch to the side as if there's a board right there, and it's just going to stop. We do that to protect that elbow joint. We don't just let it flail. You can leave your torso straight ahead, or you can twist. So try that both ways. See which one you like as you're punching with control, connecting to your breath. Good. Roll out those shoulders. Let's do our server and our salad dressing. So our server, palms are up. We have a tray. Choose what you have on your tray. Maybe it's very light. Maybe it's heavier. Try to keep it even and level. Pushing out that tray to serve. It's right about the height of your shoulders, just a little bit lower. One more time. And then this time, let's leave our arms out and we twist from the shoulder. So yes, our wrists are twisting, but the origin comes from that shoulder muscle. So try to keep a long arm as you twist. Do you feel it? Good. And one more time. Good. And roll out those shoulders. We're going into our tricep kickback. You can stand if you want on this one. We're going to have a nice long spine, elbows at our sides, and we're going to push back and maybe pause at the back. So I hold my elbows right into my body to protect that elbow joint and really to isolate that tricep. Push back, pause. Push back, pause. So you can feel that nice, strong tricep. Couple more times, and then we'll hold back there. Hold, turn your palm up, and I will watch the clock. And we'll do this for about 30 seconds. You can go fast, or you can slow, or halfway through, you can alternate. The pace at which you do it. Remember, connect to that breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I think that's it. Let's set our weights down. We did it. Yeah. Take our ball. We'll use our weights later for our hip connection. So grab your ball. Let's do right foot since we started with left foot last time, I think. Look, just massage. Maybe we started with right. Doesn't matter. So what I'm doing is I'm just rolling the ball. Let me try and move this so you can see better. Roll the ball. Under that foot, massaging. Guess not. That's okay. Very gentle. Maybe if you notice areas that are tight, just hold there and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Very gentle. We don't want to bruise the foot with the ball. It's effective just being light. Move up toward the toes. We're working our thigh and our hamstrings as well, working the lower core when we do that. So place your foot, your heel down, and we're going to work our big toe. So there's a red button on that green ball. We're going to press just that big toe down into there. And hold for about 5 seconds. No pinching, no pain. So if you've had issues with feet, just be aware, don't press so hard. And let's lift. Your toe may or may not come off the ball. Press again, allowing that big toe to strengthen. So all the other toes have nothing to do with this. Maybe you see a crease in the top of your foot because you're allowing flexibility with that foot. Release the pressure. Let's do it one more time. Really pressing in with that big toe, allowing all those muscles. Maybe you feel all the way down in that arch. If you have tight plantar fasciitis. For me, it was a low arch. I feel like I'm strengthening that. And release. Let's go to our 3 middle toes, our little 3 sisters. Heel is down, foot is facing forward. Press into that ball with just those 3 toes. Maybe noticing a crease in the top part of your foot. Toes should be separated. And release. Let's press again with our 3 sisters. Open the toes before you press down. See if you can start to do that. We have web feet. Wasn't there a children's book with web feet at one point?
Only if it's about ducks.
It was. And release. Let's go to our pinky toes. So you can move your foot, keep the heel down, opening up the toes. Try with the pinky toe. Pressing down. Maybe you feel like your ankle turns, and that's okay. We're working also the strength of our ankle, the mobility of that foot to be able to push off when we walk so that we don't shuffle when we walk. And lift up. Good. Let's come to the inner part of our foot. So my ball is going to be right here, right below that first arch. And just hold right there at the solar plexus, also connected to this, okay? And just notice, maybe go back and forth. Is it tight? Do you feel areas where, oh my goodness, that's too much pressure? Then lift up the pressure. But I want you to feel that is where our important arch is. We have more than one arch in our foot. And then work down to the heel and do our little labyrinth there. So we've worked with the flexibility, should get easier. Go the other way. Good. All while keeping those toes open. How's that? All right, when we're finished with that, let's move it to our left foot and massage just all over. Feel areas of tension, tightness in that foot. You've done this long enough that you know how much pressure to put on there. If it hurts, lift up a little. Again, we're working our lower ab. If you put, I always like to just put some fingers there to feel that muscle tension. We're working that. Working our thigh, we're working that hamstring in and out with control. And let's move up to the toes with that. Trying to open those toes as we work that ball around. So we remember toes and just the base of that knuckle are sinuses, eyes, nose. Let's place the heel down. And again, visualize that little red button on that green ball. Take the big toe, opening up the other toes and press that big toe down. You may notice one foot is tighter than the other. That's why we do this bilaterally, to strengthen each one on its own. No pinching, no hurting. And lift that up again. Release the pressure. Opening up the toes, press down that big toe. How many are feeling like you can start isolating that big toe? Like you're going to be a puncher. You're going to just punch with only the big toe. So the more you practice at home, watching TV, doing whatever, and release, and we'll do it one more time. So just the big toe, pressing down on that ball. Feel it all the way into the arch, perhaps. Sometimes up in the calf, yes. And release. Open up the toes, keep the heel down. Let's do our three sisters. In the middle, we're going to take three sisters, press down, opening those up. Maybe you see a crease, maybe you don't. Feeling flexibility in that foot. Breathe and release. Let's do another time. Opening up the toes, pressing the three sisters down. Is one toe wider than the other? Is there one more flexible? Or first and second sisters closer than the others? And release. Let's open up the toes. Let's go to the pinky toe. This is probably the hardest because we just don't use it as much. Pressing that pinky toe down. You may feel the ankle at a different angle. Maybe the foot is a little bit to the side. Try to get that flexibility in there and release that pinky toe. Let's do it one more time. Take a breath and press that pinky toe in, just allowing. So you can imagine a runner as the runner runs, this is what's working, pushing off those toes, getting that sprint going or whatever they need, maybe a hurdler to press off there and release. Good. Okay, let's go. One more massage all over. And then let's move to the solar plexus on the inside, below that first arch, large arch. Diaphragm, we've talked about that's the area of our diaphragm, releasing that diaphragm. You can go back and forth on it if you choose. Is this one tighter than the other? Do you have a more dominant foot? All that interoception we've talked about, noticing what's going on within our body, and the proprioception, where are we in space? Let's come back down to our heel and do our little labyrinth. So our little path around, we're making a path, kind of like a snail. One way. Is this leg harder to do than the other? It is for me. And then the other way. Good. I'm really feeling it up in my hip flexor up here, so we're gonna have to do some stretching. Good. And when you're ready, let's move that ball in between our ankles. And we're gonna press together our ankles. So this also affects our pelvic floor all the way up. We're gonna push those toes into the ground. Can you come all the way up with your toes? And that's okay if you can't. Pressing in, do you feel like we feel when we press into our block and release? Good. Roll out those toes, lift those toes up, stretch them out, and let's do that again. Lift up that ball with our ankles. Maybe coming a little higher with that ball. And release. We'll do it one more time. Releasing those toes and come up with that ball. Good. So notice where you feel it. You should feel that internal. I feel it way in my adductors, which we try to work and strengthen and release. Good. Okay. Let us put our block in between our knees. We're going to use our adductors. So we're going to press into that block, feet are forward, long, nice spine, pressing in. Feel all the way from your ankles all the way up to the pelvis. Press, 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 press. Release, just let go, but without dropping the block. Ready, press again. Good. I always use my hands, so you don't have to. And release. Let's do it one more time, and we're going to stand on this one. So pressing into the block. Engage the glutes. We're going to go slow, all the steps. Leaning forward, knees are protected, pressing into that block, and arms are up. Nice job. Good. Okay, here we go with our squats. And if you haven't done them, just do as many as you can with us. Let go when you need to. Let's come back. Nice long spine. There we go. Let's go to the side. Nice long spine. Good. Up. Let's keep our arms in front of us this time. This is number 3. Nice long chair. Lift your toes on this one. Pressing into the block to protect those knees. Good. Let's go alternate arms. So we come down 4. Take your breath. Up. 5. 6 in prayer. Yay. Let's turn to one side. Come to center. Come to the other side, pressing into the block. Come to center. Up we go. Let's do 7 with alternate arms in back of us. 7. We're getting ready to go off that starting block at the swim meet. And up we go. Let's go 8 behind us and maybe a little lower as we dive into the water. Nice job. Okay, let's come out in our goddess 9. Yeah, goalpost. Yes, you are correct. Let's do another 10 goalposts. Go Hawks. Okay, you guys can make it up. We need 3 more. Let's do alternate arms again. 11. And up. Let's do another prayer. 12.
Put our hands on our knees or something.
Good, good one. 13 is going to be hands on your knees. Come down as if you're going to the potty and you can sit down. How's that? Okay, let's take our weights again. We're going to work on that hip motion that is really subtle, standing at the side. So I'm going to take my hands in my left, or the weights in my left hand. I'm going to step forward with my right leg. My right leg is bent. To remember the other part, turn your belly toward that knee. You can hold onto the chair if you choose. And our weights are going to counterbalance us. So Don put both weights in one. You might want to hold on to the chair because it's really a balancing trick. And you should feel it as you turn that belly to that knee. You're counterbalancing. Where do you feel it in your hip? Yeah, good. We're really strengthening. So we're not lifting the weight. We're just kind of swinging it so that we don't come off balance. Because I'm leaning pretty far forward and allowing those weights to counterbalance us. So no lifting the weights. I'm just slightly swinging that to create that balance for my body. Let's come to the other side. Weights go in the other hand. Left knee is forward and bent. Right knee can be all the way back. Hold on to the chair if you desire. Turn your belly toward that knee. Lean forward and then counterbalance. You can take your hand off the chair. You can put your hand on your hip to feel what that muscle is doing. It should be really working to hold you. Yes? You feel it? So I'm just kind of lightly swinging these weights to counterbalance this as I turn my belly toward that knee and use that hip to really stabilize. It's a stabilizer. Good. Let's drop the weights. Now, those of you who have had, let's take our bands one more time. Put the bands, if you haven't done this, you don't, just be careful because we'll be working knees a little bit and we'll be working hips. So I'm going to put them about midway on below my knees. And then we're going to do our little gorilla walk to the side. Okay. Let's pretend we're picking blueberries or something. And we're walking, nice long spine, okay? Pick your blueberries. You've got your basket. And then back the other side, opening up. Some of those bands are a little heavier, so just really listen to your knee. I don't want any hurt knees. Try to keep nice long spine, working from the hip. Good job. And back. Good. Okay, take the band off for now. Let's move our chair to the top of our mat. You can bring one weight if you want for your thread the needle. You don't have to. And when you're set, let's put hands on the chair. Let's come back into our plank. So I'm up on my toes and I'm going to come forward. No hiking, nice long body. Shoulders over elbows, over wrists. Nice. Come back into our downward dog. So I'm going to step forward a little bit, keeping my knees bent, extending those arms. Stretching out that lower back, stretching out the shoulders. Should feel pretty good. This is our resting position. Come forward again into our plank. So legs come back. Now on this one, we can use the kickstand. I'm going to put my right hand in the middle of the chair. Oh, Don, come the other way. Put your hands on the pad of the chair, because otherwise it'll tip. No, stand on your mat. Can you show him so that I can continue? Okay. And come right up into your side plank with your left arm up. You can do your kickstand by bringing your right leg forward. So right knee can be bent and forward a bit as you put that hand up, looking up to the side. So you're turning your body. Nice. Okay, so this is the long extended. This is with your kickstand. All right. You can take your weight here at this point if you want it, or you can just use your hand to come thread the needle. So you're going to lift that arm and thread the needle through that hole that your arm and side body create. Do about 5 or 6 as you're breathing, nice, gentle flow. Good job. Good. And bring your left hand to the middle of the chair. Come back into our plank. Pressing up, looking up, nice long spine. Good. Bring that left hand to the middle of the chair as we open up to the other side. Again, you can use that kickstand leg by bringing the left knee forward. You want to do it this way, I'll show you this way. And we're going to thread the needle on this side. So you can be long extended side plank, or you can use your kickstand. Gentle movements. Stretching that side body up to the sky. Good. And one more time. Bring that right hand to the chair. Let's step both feet forward and come into our downward dog. So bum is toward the back of the wall, stretching out those arms. You can bend or straighten those legs, opening those toes. Nice deep breath. Good. This time we're going to come to standing using our core. Hands at side, mountain pose. Look straight ahead. Good. Step the left foot forward. Right foot can come back a little bit. Heel is down. Left arm comes up parallel with palm down. And right arm comes up behind us parallel. Equal weight on both feet. Looking straight ahead. Feeling very strong. Lower that right hand to your bum or hamstring. Turn the palm up on the left and bring it up into the air. Stretching that side body. Continue to breathe. Again, equal weight on both feet. Nice and strong. This time we're going to come into our triangle. So that left hand is going to come at or below the left knee. And we're going to lift our right arm up in the air as we look up toward that right hand. Try to keep the weight off that left knee. Just allow that hand to just flow. You can straighten that leg on the left side or keep the knee bent, whatever feels right. Stand back up with arms horizontal. Good. This time we're going to take the right hand, windmill it forward to meet the left. Now this is where you can use your chair. Find your drishti or your focus point. Both hands can come, I'll do the chair. Hands can come to chair or you can come in your arrow. And I'm going to lift that right leg up. Does not have to be high. Still balancing. You can come back into airplane if you choose also. Good. Wobble is okay. Your brain is learning new pathways. Lower that foot. Arms come up over your head. Bring the hands to the side as you step your left foot back into your mountain pose again. Take 2 nice, deep breaths. You are strong and quiet. Good. Right foot steps forward with little knee bend. Lift your right arm forward, halfway, left arm behind you, halfway, horizontal, palms are both down. Good. Drop that left hand back to the bum. Turn the palm up on the right and bring it up in the air. You can look up if you want. You don't have to. Equal weight, both feet. You're nice and strong. And again, we're going to come into our triangle. So as we move gently, that right hand is going to come to the right knee or below as we lift our left arm up in the air, turning to look to our left. You can straighten that right leg if you choose. Otherwise, keep that knee bent. Good. Breathing. Lift the weight off that left or the right knee so that you're not using so much weight to hold yourself. This is a balance position. Come back up with arms horizontal. Palms are down. This time we're going to bring that left arm, windmill forward to meet the right. Find your drishti or your focus point. Lean into that right foot. Lean forward. You can put hands on chair and lift that left foot up behind you. Or do your arrow or your airplane. Finding your focus. Take your breath. Nice strong core. Lower that leg and arms come up above you. Bring your hands to your sides as you step your right foot back to meet the left. Nice job. Let's bend the knees, put hands on the thighs. Nice long spine. Let's come into our chair, lifting those arms above us. Good. Come straight up. And hands come back to hips. Good. Let's move our chair so that we can do our Niagara Falls. So find a way, we're kind of situated differently, but find a wall or part of the floor that you're going to focus on where your steel cord is. You can put your hand on the chair to find your balancing stick. And begin by walking. You can overemphasize your heel is going to find your toe. Your feet are going to stay on that steel cord without looking. And let's walk 10 steps. You can move your arms if you want to allow that balance, but keep your feet on that steel cord.
Yeah, very supportive.
So a couple
Yeah.
more steps. And then when you hit 10, let's go backwards. So your toe of the front foot will find your heel. You're going to walk backwards without looking. And feel those feet on that steel cord. Good. Walking back to your chair. And give yourself a bow when you're finished. Okay, let's do our tree pose, and I'll show you with the block if you choose. I'm going to stand on my right foot this time. I'm going to put the block in between my right and left. You can put your hand on the chair to start. I'm going to lift my left knee up and out and put it on the block or your calf or the inside of your thigh, and then choose where you want your arms to be. Really strong core, zipping up the core. Remember, find that drishti, your focus point that you choose to look at. Something that's not moving. And then you can move your arms if you choose, or you can keep them in a certain position to just concentrate. Wobble is good, and if you fall, get back up. That is how your brain learns. We've been doing this for a long time, so feel how strong your core is. Lifting up, nice strong spine. And when you're ready with control, we're going to bring that left foot down, hold on to the chair, and if it's available to you, take the right foot and cross it over the left in your figure 4, or just crossing over like this with both legs. Whatever feels good for your hip, and then circle that foot one way and the other. Nice. Get ready to do it on the other side. So if you want to use the block again, put that between left and right. I'm going to stand on my left. You can hold on to the chair to start, lifting the right knee up and out, and put that toe on the block or calf or thigh, and then find where you want your arms to be. Find your drishti, your focus point. Really extending that spine, nice long spine, quieting your mind, connecting to your breath. When you're ready, lower that leg with control. You can take hold of the chair if you choose. Bring that left foot over the right knee. Figure 4. You can sit into it or lean forward, stretching out that hip that held you so beautifully. Circling that foot one way, the other way, keeping our ankles flexible. Nice. And let's come to our chair. Good. So let's take and do some of our stretches. Let's take right ear to right shoulder. We've done enough movement that it shouldn't feel too tight. And just hold. If it's too tight, lift your head up a bit. Put hands on thighs and just relax. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe into the tight spaces. Then take nose to shoulder and notice the difference in those muscles as they turn. Maybe the tightness is in a different spot. Breathe into those. And when you're ready, back and forth from ear to nose, ear to nose, your shoulders lowered and relaxed. Couple more times, breathing and just releasing any tension. And then when you come ear to shoulder, bring your head up to center. Lower left. Maybe you notice one side is tighter than the other. Lift your head up if it feels like too much stretch. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just noticing. Deep breath, breathing into those tight spots. And then nose to shoulder. And just notice. And when you're ready, ear to shoulder, nose to shoulder, just gentle movements back and forth. Doesn't have to be fast. And when you get ear to shoulder, stop for a minute and bring your head up to center. Let's circle the head gently. One way and the other way. Good. Let's take right hand and place it by the chair. Left hand is going to come across to the right knee. Lengthen that spine from the pelvis and twist to your right, looking over that right shoulder. Feel that spinal twist. Good. Come back to center. Left hand comes to the chair to hold you. Right hand comes across to the left knee. And twist as you're extending the spine, remember. Opening that up. Feel the nice spinal twist. Good. Come to center. Let's do our cat-cow. So scoot forward a little bit in your chair. Knees and hands together. Belly comes back to the chair. Shoulders come forward. You can meow if you want. And then come forward into our cow. Bring your shoulders back. Nose is forward. Stretching out that spine. Come back into your cat.
Just do that at your own pace.
Should feel good, flexing and extending that spine. Being gentle. Good. Opening our arms. Let's cross right over left antecubital. So right elbow over left antecubital. Hands may or may not touch, and that is fine. And lift up, stretching out those shoulders. And then we're going to cross our legs. So left over right, we're doing the opposite. You don't have to lift legs up. You can keep them like this, and just cross them over the lower calf area if you want. Opening up and unfurling our wings and uncrossing our legs with our little eaglets. This time left over right. Hands may meet, they may or may not. And right comes over left. Lifting up those shoulders. You can lift the legs if you choose. Feeling that in the lower belly, feeling the stretch in your shoulders. Nice job. Breathe. Opening up your arms, flapping your wings. Let's stretch out the right fingers with our left hand. So I'm pulling back on my right fingers, keeping that arm nice and long. So you should have a straight arm. Stretching that forearm. Nice job. Fingers down, just gentle fingers moving as you stretch out that wrist. Circle the hand one way and the other. Good. Let's pull back on our left fingers. You feel it in that forearm? Yes. Oh, I love how some of you are lifting legs. That's great. Whatever feels good. Fingers down. Move those fingers. Circle the hand. Good. One way, the other way. Arms up. Let's do pinky to thumb, both sides. Ring finger to thumb, both sides. Tall man or middle finger. Pointer to thumb. Mega fist. Peace sign. Scout's honor, 3 fingers. And when we're ready, Pam will show us 4 fingers. Live long and prosper. And I did it.
You did
Good. So twist those hands one way, the other way. Let's do some Qigong hands, just loosening up those wrists. Good. A nice bear hug. You may or may not be able to touch those scapulas, and that's okay. Nice deep breath. Opening up, and if you can remember which way you cross, do it the opposite. Working on our brain plasticity. Nice. And opening up. And bringing our hands to prayer, and close your eyes. Set your feet forward on the ground. Feel the grounding. Feel how warm your body feels after you've worked so hard. Take a nice deep breath from the base of your toes all the way to the top of your head. The light in me greets the light in each one of you. Namaste.
Right,